flies in first class on a flight from New York to Los Angeles, kinda making small talk, killing time, flirting with the flight attendants. 30,000 feet above, could be Oklahoma. Just a bunch of square cornfields and wheat farms, man, it all looks the same. Miles and miles of back.
There was a guy, listen to the sequence carefully, who was a cop, been a cop 6 months, in the San Francisco Bay Area. Went to a party, someone asked him what he would do with a gun. So he took out his pistol, he racked the slide to clear the round, pulled the magazine out, put the gun to his head, pulled the trigger, and of course blew his head off. Cool, okay? There was a guy up in northern Oregon who just got accepted to the police academy, and he was practicing fast drawing with a dry gun. His wife came in the living room, he drew the gun, pointed at her, pressed the trigger, a gun shot her, killed her, dead. Give you an idea. There was a guy who's the chief of police in Utah, kind of just like yesterday when we're like talking about this. He's teaching a concealed carry class, okay? He's waving a gun around in a room, and in the process, finger on the trigger, and kind of the loaded gun mode, shot himself in the ankle. I think it's cool, okay? And then one of my favorite ones, a guy who didn't have a drill but decided that what he would do was poke a hole through the wall so he could thread his cable TV wire through. So from the inside of the house, he pushes the trigger, punches a hole through the wall, and shoots his wife who's outside in the chest and kills her. Everybody got the stories, right?
Says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. The interest is up and the stock market's down, and you're only getting mugged if you go downtown. I live back in the woods, you see, a woman and the kids and the dogs and me. Got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. We grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine, and country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Because you can't starve us out and you can't make us run, 'cause when them old boys raised on shotgun, we say grace, we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. We can't.
Your muzzle is pointed and maintain its direction. Two, peace. Treat every firearm with respect you would a loaded firearm. Three, W. Watch your target. Be sure there's nothing in front of, behind, or even beside the target that you shouldn't be firing at. off of the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Five, check for obstructions. Be sure that the barrel is free of dirt, snow, and even cartridges of the wrong size.
Hey, stick 'em up!
No! Number 6. No horseplay. At all. Ever.
Go.
7. Watch for an adequate backstop. Something has to stop the bullet. Make sure it's a safe stop.
Hey, there it is!
Stop! Number 8. Never run, climb, or jump with a loaded firearm. If you must, unload it. 8. Never run, jump, or climb with a loaded firearm. If you must, unload it. Never run, climb, or jump with a loaded firearm. If you must, unload it. Nine, separate. Always keep your firearms and ammunition in 2 separate places.
Well, boys, I think I'm going to go out just a little bit more.
Let's do it.
Yeah!
No. 10. Keep a clear head. Drugs and alcohol, and even some medications, can cloud your judgment. Never use guns while under the influence.
First thing I want to go over is a tether between your top section and your bottom section of your tree stand. This is very important. If you get up a tree 10-20 feet and you lose your bottom section, was to slip on the stand and fall down where you could not reach it with your feet, you would be in a bind halfway up a tree. So always make sure you've got a good secure knot between your top and your bottom section of your tree stand. So now we're going to go ahead and climb up this tree. Now once you get off the ground, you need to be attached to that tree at all times when climbing the tree and descending from the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and get up in my stand. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my safety harness to this tree strap. So we're going to go ahead and lock ourselves in, and we want to make sure it's tight. Then we can start climbing up the tree. As we climb the tree, we loosen the tree strap, bring it up, tighten it back down. Sending up the tree, loosen our strap, bring it up the tree, and tighten it back down. Then we can continue climbing up the tree Now, to descend, you want to do just the opposite. Loosen your tree strap, bring it down, tighten it up, and work your way down the tree. Loosening your tree strap, bring it down, tighten it back up. Working our way back down the tree, where we get to where we can step off the tree, off the tree stand, so we can unhook our harness from our tree strap, leaving your tree strap to where you can reach it from the ground.
Survive.